Hello everyone, this is Bob and Threadbare, and welcome back to Prey. We're done with the Miramar division, at least for now, and so we've moved on to the main lobby, just as soon as the game finishes loading. Yeah, here we go.
You made it. Ready for your first real view of the world?
Alright, let's see it. So I'm guessing that skylight must have also been another one of the looking glass displays. It appears that we're orbiting the moon. But what's curious is that we're spinning around the sun here, but we appear to be in a fairly geostationary orbit of the moon. Lunostationary? Oh dear.
Careful. You need to get to your office. I've updated your map. There's a video you need to see. I know you have a lot of questions.
Well, like I said, this disaster is actively happening around us. Apparently, part of the station just exploded. That's not likely to be good. Oh, here's a map. We are here on the first floor. Second floor, third floor. It looks like it's sort of backloaded in the rear there.
Attention. Station leadership has issued an alert. All personnel should report to muster stations immediately and await further instructions.
That's a turret. Looks like it's green. It's sort of greenish blue. A helpful color, and it's not trying to kill me, so...
Adjustment required. Diagnostic check. Verbose. IFF. Nominal. Power load. Nominal. Actuators. Nominal. Tilt handling. Error. Please contact engineering.
Tilt handling. So that must mean it doesn't do well if it's knocked over. But it does do well if you want to pick it up and move it.
0.7.6. Verbose on.
As you saw, it's actually quite portable. And we can also hack it and reinforce it using the repair skill and some spare parts. There's a lot to explore around here. And, oh dear, oh dear. Ah, got me with one of the bullets. Oh damn, it's killing even more now. And there's another one down there. So yeah, that's turrets doing their job. Killing the hell out of mimics. Unfortunately, that's about all it can do. Anything bigger than a mimic is going to see much less success on the part of an average turret. More junk. Ooh, security station. That sounds useful. Let me get that. Oh, there was glass there. Yeah, I don't know why, but one of the plants just sort of sticks right up out of the glass case. Something tells me there's a mimic up there. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be doing the exploration after I get up to my office, since that's where I can cash in my New Game Plus. So, you know, first things first. Oh, what's up here? A musical sting, but I don't see anything other than this turret.
Scanning target. No alien material detected.
Okay, so pay attention to that thing it just said. Oh. Well, there's the mimic. But yes, no alien material detected. There's a way of getting alien mods in your brain, and if you get enough of them, it's going to detect you as an alien. There's ways around that. But, let's just say you should get hacking 2 before you get 4 alien mods. OMG Hot Boss from Jason Chang. For reference, the password is identical if you picked Male Morgan.
Debug villain version 0.7.6. Verbose on.
0451. Now where have I heard that key code before? From basically every game ever connected to Looking Glass Studios. That's where.
Welcome back. This has been your home for the last 3 years. The video should be on your workstation.
I've had a pretty nice home. This office has a waiting area. I mean, look at that. Oh. And there's my New Game Plus. I wonder if I should grab that right away. Oh. I'm a doctor of science. Yeah, let's grab it right away.
Scan complete 4 specimens required.
So this is the psychoscope. I'll explain how it works when we're supposed to get it.
The psychoscope was a breakthrough. Apart from neuromods, it's the most important tech on Talos 1. Use it to scan the Typhon organisms if you want to learn what makes them tick. You invented it, by the way.
Okay, or January will and the game will explain how the psychoscope works. Yes, you use it to research aliens, and when you research aliens, you can unlock the psychic neuromods, the alien neuromods. Same difference. Kennedy's second term. Hang on a second. He was assassinated in the first term. Oh, wrench fabrication plan. And here we have the reason that you collect all of this junk, by the way. These 2 machines, one on either side of this office. Very active office, by the way. Giant workshop area here.
Good morning, Talos. Breakfast is served in the cafeteria.
But then,
until 9 a.m.
Morgan is president of research. Or was it vice president? Either way. Alright, yeah. I don't need that spare, gun. Taser thing. So I converted it into minerals. And that's an important point, by the way. Grab all the weapons you can and feed it into the recycler, because that's the best way to get minerals, and minerals are important if you want ammunition. Man, even more junk here. Oh, a pile of neuromods. I should spend those now. There, you see, Morgan has good password control. Glue cannon ammo fabrication plan. So I can make both of those at the fabricators. Fabricator uses those giant cubes that I got out of the recycler. You made it! Hooray! What's this? Michaelia Ilyushin. She's sad that Morgan apparently didn't recognize her in the street, or along the hallway. Apparently we used to have a thing together. And Michaelia's gender also does not change based on Morgan's gender, so someone of both genders has the hots for Morgan no matter what. Interesting. Alright. Let's see this. Looking glass. Oh, hello there. I got a big looking glass here.
Hello, Morgan. Tough day, right? If I'm talking to myself, it must be. Your memory's shot full of holes, I know. I'm sorry, but it's permanent. So the first thing you need to know is you can trust January. It's an operator, a sort of backup of you and me. It knows what you've forgotten. We've been testing a new kind of neuromod based on the Typhon organisms, mapping their neural patterns onto ours. Problem is, when you uninstall a neuromod, it resets your memory back to the moment you first put it in. That's why you forget. There's supposed to be a process that brings you back up to speed between test runs. But someone could just skip that part, turn a single day into your entire life. Well, that's exactly what Alex did. The question is, why? You're not going to like what I have to say next.
Every one of those damn videos. Sorry, but I can't let you listen to that. Not until I've had a chance to explain everything in person. For now, just... Damn it. I have to go. Just sit tight. Please.
Okay, so how about we take a look at our neuromods now? This is the scientist category. You can see there are 6 other categories. Hacking, 4 levels of that. Physician, better medkits. Also the ability to get more health from food. And the ability to get more Typhon material from Typhon organisms. Purely for recycling purposes, but that's enough. Bigger psychic pool. Much bigger psychic pool. Even bigger psychic pool. Better psi-hypos to restore your psychic pool. And then down here, psychotronics. More chipsets on your psychoscope. That's where the other chipsets go. Engineer. Starts with leverage. That's for moving heavy objects. It's a path all of its own, but it's worth it. Repair. Allows you to repair and then fortify items. Gunsmith unlocks higher upgrades for security weapons. Suit mods. More inventory and more chipsets. So that's pretty good. And that gets you spare parts from basically pretty much any destroyed operators or other mechanical objects. And this, yeah, more recycled materials and better weapon upgrades for lab tech weapons. And then down here you've got the wrench mods. Improve it in various ways. I haven't done that because I mostly ignore the wrench after I get a good gun. Speaking of which, security. Firearms. Better guns. Much better guns. Conditioning. Bigger health pool, bigger stamina pool. Much bigger health pool. Even bigger health pool. Stupidly big health pool. And apparently our natural lifespan goes up by double. It's a stamina pool, also helpful. Mobility, this is incredibly useful. Mobility 2, get this. You'll see how useful it is. Combat focus, this is sort of a psi-like ability that you use by spending psi points. Figure I might as well do it.
Sorry, Morgan.
Into the brain.
Alex cut us off from the Looking Glass servers. Time to improvise. I suggest you search Dr. Calvino's workshop and...
Yep. That's what you get.
The hardware labs.
He invented the Looking Glass technology. You might find a way to restore the server connections there. I'm looking for another way to help you in the meantime. Good luck.
By the way, it's clear at this point that January means Morgan in January, right? because this is February. Apparently Morgan was paranoid in January. Anyway, yeah, combat focus gives you extra damage, slows down time for up to 15 seconds. Stealth, that's useful. Walk and run without making noise. I can skip Stealth 3, sprint without making noise. Sneak attack, that's fairly useful, because you can do sneak attack damage with any weapon, so long as they are unaware of you. And now here we get with the psionic stuff. Kinetic Blast, that's a basic ability that the Typhon Walkers get. Lift Field, moves gravity around. Electrostatic Burst, so that's an electric firebolt. Electric Bolt. But mostly I got it so that I could get the secondary ability, Electric Resistance. And once you upgrade it, Electric Resistance plus more psi points. Pretty nice. And this is the Firebolt. Electric Bolt, Firebolt, Kinetic Bolt. And with Firebolt, you get fire resistance. Or just bigger firebolts. Fire traps spring up out of the ground. You can just sort of set them around you. Time slows down when you're aiming a kinetic ability. Mimic, this is fun. We're going to see this later. Pretty soon from now. And yeah, you get it up to 3 levels to mimic more complex machinery, and then fire on your enemies as you're mimicking them. Regeneration, always useful. Maybe not as helpful as it sounds, because if you keep taking damage over a short period of time, it doesn't tick for each time. Anyway, Phantom Shift, that's sort of jumping from place to place like you're back in Dishonored. Ether Absorption, another element resistance. That'll also come up. Phantom Genesis, create phantoms of your own to fight on your side. And here we are in Telepathy. Remote Manipulation, move objects with your mind towards you, away from you. Throw them at people at even harder speeds, although Leverage also lets you do that, and I'm pretty sure that's also psychic based on the effects that come with it. Machine Mind, that's very useful for when we encounter slave humans later. Psycho Shock, Mind Jack, it's basically the same thing as Machine Mind, but for biological enemies. And freeze humans from Typhon Mind Control. So actually that's the one I was thinking of. Although both of them do come in handy. Backlash, that's your basic Thorns ability that hits enemies for trying to hit you. Fear Resistance. That'll probably come in handy. I should buy that soon. Doesn't take much to get there. And now I can look at my statuses. So, no active statuses, but no radiation, and I can also see that turrets consider me an enemy because I have enough Typhon upgrades at this point. Here's all the data. Here's my fabrication plans. Research. Okay, that is full of spoilers now because I got all the research on my first playthrough. And here are just some fun stats. Yeah, we're going to look at the research, but later on, after I've encountered a few more Typhon varieties. And until then, let's have a look behind the looking glass. Interesting space here. Wonder what it all hides. Not much, actually. And I don't have the keycard to get any further. But maybe there's something upstairs I can find. Although I do say upstairs, I mean just up on these pipes. Also, mad ups. Fully mad ups. Even though this is a human upgrade and not a Typhon upgrade, I'm pretty sure a lot of this is also psychic. Moving heavy objects, they call it leverage, as if you are learning how to... Damn it. Broke the hell out of that thing. They call it leverage as if you are learning how better to pick up giant heavy objects, but that's not exactly how it works. And also, those are crazy mad ups. impossibly mad ups, in fact. Which makes me think that, well, maybe the idea here is actually that humans are at least a little psychic, naturally. And we're unlocking that ability through upgrades. But yes, this turret thinks that I am an enemy because I have too many Typhon upgrades all of a sudden. Luckily, I have hacking 2. That allows me to hack turrets using this odd little mini-game. I mean, it's not terrible, and it is kind of skill-based, but it has nothing to do with hacking whatsoever.
Scanning target Typhon material inconclusive. Logging calibration request.
Yep, so when you hack a turret, you basically log yourself on the friendly of the IFF. Huh. Looks like someone moved out here. Bellamy moved out. Oh, Bellamy's office was attached to mine until just recently. And apparently the reason he moved out is because they, Morgan decided to go into indefinite testing and asked Bellamy personally to move into the Neuromod division.
Target error. Insufficient Typhon material found.
Oh, there's a mimic.
Standing down.
Well, if turret's not going to kill it, I will. There we go. So, what do we have in this office? Oh, Trauma Center keycard. Trauma Center's just downstairs, and that's where Bellamy's body is, too. Pretty sure Bellamy didn't survive, despite what some of the emails say. Also, you may have noticed just now, that's an exterior window, and it's made out of self-repairing glass. Gustav Leitner. Looks like Dio Igwe is a huge fan of his. Kind of sounds like Leitner has some sort of lung disease, because they say he shouldn't be smoking, yet he is. Alright, another basic tutorial here. Pause the video anytime if you want to read all this stuff, by the way. Oh, hello there. Tons of mimics. Should probably retreat so that the turret can help me. Especially because I just ran out of stamina. Yeah, I didn't think so. But yeah, you've noticed that I can now take both of the items off the mimic. Oh. I can hear it chirping. Yeah, surprise attack. Yeah, one of the neuromods I got allows me to take everything off of Typhon corpses instead of just one thing. Nice. Silenced pistol with an integrated silencer, so it's especially quiet. Alright. Oh yeah. I have enough stuff here that my quick bar has become a quick spiral. Pretty neat. Now all these purple abilities are things I can activate. I've selected the Mimic one just for now, because I figure I'll be using it before too long. Wonder if I can get up there. Wonder if there's anything up there to get. But yeah, Calvino is in the engineering section, and we need to talk to him. Oh, sorry, I don't want to throw that. Yeah, I wonder how accurate these numbers are. Well, flammability is 3, so that makes sense. Right, but Dr. Bellamy is the guy who invented looking glasses. And he's over there in the hardware labs. So that's our next destination, to unlock the video by basically getting around Alex's hack of the systems. By basically just manually resetting it. And here's another recycler. This one's broken. It will cost me 4 spare parts to fix, and there's another one just around the corner, so I am not going to bother. It looks like someone was trying to block this passage off. But I have only just begun to explore the lobby, so I won't be going down that way just yet.
Good morning, Talos. As a reminder, all personnel must complete monthly physicals during their stay aboard Talos 1. Dr. DeVries promises to make them as quick and painless as possible.
So you know these giant artwork things here? How they look like you can walk on them? You can. At some point I will. Also, let's see. I don't know what I needed to check just then. Yeah, now I'm in here. Get in there and grab some stuff. Oh, the sales division. Oh, here's a phantom. That's what they sound like. It's not just a phantom either. It is a phantom that used to be a person. Although, technically they are all that. Luckily, they're weak to being frozen by the glue gun. Also, sneak attacks and a charged-up wrench shot can knock a lot of enemies just flat on their asses. A good way to get in some free damage. And yes, you just saw the strength of the pistol, which is that it is semi-automatic, which means you have to click the button for each time you want to... Oh shit, someone had a kid. Richard Conne. Harley Granger. Or was that Harvey Granger? One or the other. The space elevator. Hey, there's a space elevator. Built by the United States. They want to build another one, but they're going to have to use the first one first, and the guys who own the first space elevator don't want to do that. Anyway, that guy's got a sports team pennant. The Tornadoes. I don't think that's a real team. And I just ate something to get some health back, and while I have this status, well fed, health regeneration, and better stamina recovery. It doesn't last very long. But it does mean that you get more than the base number that you think you got when you eat something. Yuri Kimura. That's the Phantom's name. And they have the names, by the way, because everybody on this station has a tracking bracelet. Some of the Phantoms keep the bracelets when they turn into Phantoms. Others don't. And apparently Yuri Kimura here was smuggling the neuromods. And it looks like Elias Black caught him. Or her. I think Yuri's the man's name in Japanese. Oh. Hello there, Mimic. Oh, what the... Man, you're a squiggly one. Didn't even hear that thing. But yeah, watch my health right now. Right now that I have the well-fed bonus. Ooh. Application instructions. Unpowered station. The Huntress Boltcaster. The Nerf crossbow. This is a fun weapon. It deals 0 damage to every enemy, but here's what it does. You can fire it at buttons and at screens in order to press those buttons. It's they apparently mentioned that it has like one of those, what do they call it? The things that let you things that let touchscreens sense fingers. It's active in that way, so that's how it can activate touchscreens. They specially designed the bolts to be able to do that in order to piss off their coworkers. Yep, see, here we go. Leaping tall buildings in a single bound.
Scanning target error. Insufficient Typhon material found. Standing down.
Alright, I'm gonna have to deal with those turrets soon. But right now, it's gonna be time for the trauma center. Or at least it will be next time.